I'm known for really putting my vintage touch on everything glamour in Hollywood. So I specialize in doing big 1940s updos down to glamorous soft vintage waves. I also specialize in baby curls glued to the head, sideburns glued in twists, ponytails snatched, hair laid, etc., etc. Well, first off, let's get it straight. I was a gay ass weirdo growing up. I didn't like to play any type of sports. I didn't like to go hang out outside and ride bikes. I just wanted to like cut Barbie's hair, take them in the bathtub with me, pretend we were mermaids. I grew up in Carson, California. I grew up around a lot of women. I didn't have any brothers. I have 2 sisters. And I was just infatuated with beauty and glamour. And so at a young age, maybe about like 9 or 10 years old, I took a liking to brushing hair and braiding and styling. I think growing up, hair was definitely more of a hobby. It was a creative outlet, and it was just something I did for fun on the side, something that made me feel happy. It never was necessarily a career goal. So when I was 16, I had a MySpace page called His Vintage Touch. It started off with just my rockabilly friends. I grew up in the rockabilly community, so we were all into the 50s and we were dancing. And so I would do their hair, and then they'd be like, oh, Tony, here's this great picture that I took from my graduation. I would put it on my MySpace. And that's really how it started off, just kind of word of mouth, seeing photos, and really showing people this is cool, because a lot of times people would see this and be like, man, that's old lady shit. That's not cool. That would not look good on me. But when you take a girl or someone that kind of lives the way you do, looks the way you do, you're like, hey, that chick looks fly as fuck with that hairstyle. Didn't get my license. I didn't work in a salon. I kind of rebelled against that, and I'm very much the type of person that when someone tells you, oh, you have to do this and this is the only way to do it, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna think of an alternative route to kind of get around that and do things my way. My morning ritual would definitely be to procrastinate in bed for about an hour and a half. So always set your alarm about an hour before you actually need to do anything. And I stare at the ceiling and I check my Instagram, I check my emails, I look at like fight videos on Facebook, and then I'll go into the restroom and then I'll procrastinate on the toilet. I won't use the restroom, I'll just sit on the toilet and procrastinate like maybe another 15 minutes. And then I'll take a cold shower for about a half hour, blow dry my hair, and then intend to do my hair and put on makeup, but then actually never have time to get to my hair and makeup because I procrastinated all morning. My favorite cocktail used to be gin and Sprite, but then I realized that it turns you into a hella hood rat when you drink gin and Sprite over and over. So then I switched to Patron, and I would have drinks made with Patron, but then I realized that you just turn into a hood rat that blacks out. So now I'm currently drinking vodka water. It's low in calories, and also I can remember things when I wake up in the morning. I think that if I could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, I would have to choose, I'd say Eartha Kitt. I think Eartha Kitt was a firecracker, and I definitely stand with her on so many of her beliefs and her political stances, especially with our current political climate. And she was glamorous, and she was a hyper feminist, and she would tell you where to fucking put it, and she would also probably let me do her hair. Do her little, her, I don't know. If I could be any animal, I would have to choose a pig. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, you fucking fat ass. Yes, they are super, super intelligent. They have a super long lasting memory. They can almost remember everything from the moment they were born. They're super intelligent. They're a lot smarter than dogs. They can follow commands, and also, you know, they get to roll around in the mud and eat whatever the fuck they want, and that's very mean to them. If I had to pick the soundtrack to my life or my theme song for my life, I think it would be Make It Happen by Mariah Carey. I swear to God, every time that I'm like in a mood or I'm like tired in the morning and I got to work, I put it up and I just hear Mariah just going in telling me to make it happen, to strive. That's my shit. If I had to keep on going, never knowing, that would be like, yes, that song. One thing people may not know about me is that I actually started my career working in the food industry and in the service industry. And so I know how things should be done and how business should be conducted. So, if you forget my syrup when I order pancakes, or if you forget my ranch when I order french fries, or if you forget my hash brown when I ask for a sausage muffin with egg meal. I definitely will flip a Yui, return through the drive-thru like a bat out of hell, knock on the window, and get it. Okay? Don't pull me out of my fucking face like that. Put the ranch in the bag. And also, let me just tell you, it really upsets me when the workers at McDonald's or Tom's or Tam's in Compton or wherever really get upset and they're like, well, you know, it's 50 cents extra for ranch. I know that. Do I not look like I have it? Sometimes I don't look like I have 50 cents, but I have 50 cents. And also, are you gonna lose your job tomorrow if you do not put ranch in my bag? Explain that to me. I don't get that. Anyways, go ahead. Next question.